Hi, welcome back to Living with Nate and CeAnn. While Nate's at work this evening, I'm off and I figured I'd hook up the camera and show you all how I make vegan chocolate chip cookies. Alright everybody, this is the ingredients we need to make our chocolate chip cookies. Vegan, of course. Alright, so I'm going to go over the ingredients and the recipe with you all. It calls for a 1/4 cup of non-dairy milk, 1 cup of vegan butter, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, dairy-free, 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Alright, so I'm going to start with the vanilla. And that calls for a teaspoon, so grab my teaspoon. Alright, so the next ingredient that I'm going to add is our granulated sugar. And I believe it's a 1/2 cup. Yes, 1/2 cup. I have these cool little pop-up measuring cups, which are perfect in the trailer. We do need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We need 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And I'm just firmly packing it. I'm not completely packing it in there. And so to this mixture right here, I'm going to go ahead and add the butter, which is 1 whole cup. That pretty much does it. Alright, so for the dry ingredients, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 1/4 cup of flour to a separate bowl. I'll just use the 1/4 cup to fill up the cup. That's 1. We'll call that 2. And that's going to be your 1/4 cup. And the next thing we need for this, because I've already added the salt to the wet mixture, unfortunately, we do need to add the baking soda, which is 2 teaspoons. One and 2. Once I mix the wet ingredients a little bit, I will then add the coconut milk to that mixture. And your butter should be soft or room temperature so that it's easy to mix if you're doing it by hand, which I am because I don't have a mixer on the trailer. All right, now I need to add a 1/4 cup of coconut milk, and I just had flour in the 1/4 cup measuring spoon, so it's going to be fine to just add that together. All right. Now, one thing you do want to make sure that you do, because you added the baking soda to the flour, you want to make sure you mix this in so that when you're mixing it, you don't, one, over mix the actual batter, and you don't get a big clump of baking soda in one cookie. All right, so now you want to just mix in the flour a little bit at a time, so it's not completely hard to mix in. So I'll do like 3 spoonfuls at a time. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the mixture. It's a little bit over 3 teaspoons, or tablespoons, I should say. And once I get this all mixed in, I will measure out my 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. All right. We're going to go ahead and measure out our morsels. Chocolate chips, morsels, same difference. And add that to the mixture. And I would think that if you wanted pecans or walnuts or anything like that in the cookies, I'm sure you could add about a half a cup to it as well. We're just going to keep these plain and simple chocolate chip cookies. Alright, so I have my little cookie sheet here. I did start the oven at 350, so it's preheating. Now it says to roll it into balls, but I'm not that neat when it comes to making cookies. I like to just drop them on the pan and they come out how they come out. So I'm going to grab a spoon as well as my little spatula here, and I'm just going to do some little tiny cookies here. Just gonna scoot these guys over so they don't make one big cookie here. And I'll add a little bit more to this guy to make it look even. Okay, so I'm going to place those in the oven, and once it's preheated, and bake them for 8 to 10 minutes. I'll show you all the final result when they are done. All right, so the oven's telling me that it is ready to go. All right, see you in 10 minutes. Let's see how we did. Nice, hot, warm chocolate chip cookies. All right, let's remove them from the baking dish. And I'm just gonna place them on the plate. They're a little flat, I think. I've never made this recipe before. But we'll do a taste test and see exactly how they came out. It smells so good in here right now. Not too hot. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm going to give it a taste test and see how they did. Not bad. Really good. Yummy. Soft. Moist. And chewy. Not to mention warm. Straight out of the oven. So, serve this with a nice cup of hot coffee. Or maybe some almond milk. It'll be a delicious treat. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, leave us a comment down below, as we love hearing from you. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can see our upcoming videos. We'll catch y'all later.